Hello, dear soul. I'm SilverSchells, and this is not just a message, it's a memory, a mirror, and maybe even a map. Today, we're diving into something deeply sacred and often unspoken: the mother wound. This isn't about blame, it's about awareness. It's about uncovering the invisible threads that tie us to pain so we can weave something new. If you've ever felt like you weren't enough, like you had to earn love, like your voice didn't matter, this message is for you because I've lived it too. So take a breath, feel your feet on the ground, and let your heart stay open, because this is the beginning of remembering your true self. Today we're diving deep into something that touches almost every heart on earth, even if we don't always have the words for it. It's called the mother wound. Now, don't let the name scare you. This isn't about blaming your mother. It's about becoming aware of what's been passed down emotionally, spiritually, and even genetically through our maternal line. The mother wound shows up when the love, safety, or nurturing we needed didn't fully arrive. Maybe our mother couldn't give what she didn't receive. Maybe she was overwhelmed, absent, or emotionally shut down. Sometimes it's obvious, other times it's subtle. Either way, we carry that invisible ache. You might be feeling the mother wound if you struggle with self-worth. You have a hard time trusting your voice or following your path. You attract relationships where you feel unseen, unsafe, or not enough. You feel a heaviness you can't quite name, especially around love, success, or being too much or not enough. The truth is, this wound runs deep, often going back generations. It gets passed through silence, through survival, through the things our mothers never got to heal. And because we're connected through our DNA, our energy, and our lineage, we carry that forward until someone decides to break the cycle. That someone can be you. Healing the mother wound isn't about perfection. It's about compassion. It's about becoming the mother you always needed for yourself. And when you do that, you heal the past. You set yourself free. You liberate the next generation, and you raise the frequency for us all. Because when one of us heals, we all begin to rise. Why the mother wound matters. So, why does this matter so much? Why even talk about the mother wound? Well, here's the truth, love. The mother wound is the root of so much pain that we don't always recognize. It shows up when we doubt our worth, feel guilty for having needs, struggle to set boundaries, settle for less, because deep down we don't believe we deserve more, and we think it's just us, that we're broken, that we're too sensitive, that something's wrong with us. But what if it's not you? What if you're carrying something that was never yours to begin with? What if your mother and her mother before her were never given the tools to fully love, fully feel, or fully be? What if your anxiety, your fear of being seen, your shame was inherited? And that's why this wound matters, because until we look at it with love and honesty, it shapes our entire lives. It influences how we mother ourselves, how we connect with others, how we show up in relationships, in creativity, in leadership, even how we treat the planet. And here's the powerful part. When you decide to do the healing, you don't just do it for you, you do it for every woman who came before you and every soul who comes after. You become the break in the chain, the turning point, the one who turned pain into purpose. That's why it matters, because your healing becomes a blessing to your lineage and a light for the world. The ripple effects of healing. The changes may start small, but they don't stay small for long. You might notice that you pause before reacting, where you used to explode or shut down. You speak kinder words to yourself. You don't chase the love you used to beg for. You finally feel safe enough to rest, to play, to receive. That's healing. And it doesn't stop with you. Because when you heal the mother wound, the entire web of life around you begins to shift. Your children feel it, your friends feel it, your ancestors feel it, even the earth feels it. This is ancestral alchemy, where one healed heart becomes a lighthouse. Your healing creates space for others to rise. That fishnet grid, that glowing, glittering connection that holds all of us together, it lights up with every breakthrough, every moment of compassion, every time you choose love over fear. Your healing becomes a song, a frequency, a new blueprint. And one day, someone in your lineage will whisper a quiet thank you without even knowing your name, because you chose to do the work. You chose to be the medicine. You chose to say, it ends with me. And because of that, it begins anew. Signs you're healing the mother wound. You may be wondering, how do I know if I'm actually healing? It doesn't always look dramatic. In fact, healing can be quiet, subtle, even invisible to others. But here are some signs that the transformation is real. 1. You no longer tolerate what drains you. You're setting boundaries, not to punish anyone, but to protect your peace. 2. You speak up even if your voice shakes. You're finding your voice, the one that was silenced for too long, and using it. 3. You stop chasing love that hurts. You realize love doesn't have to come with fear, shame, or performance. You no longer beg for breadcrumbs. 4. You question the old narratives. You start to notice what came from your mother's pain, not your truth, and you choose to rewrite the story. 5. You feel safer in your own body. Your nervous system softens. You breathe more deeply. You rest without guilt. 6. You forgive, not to excuse, but to release. You begin to understand that your mother may have been carrying wounds of her own, and that you don't need to carry them anymore. 7. You create your own version of family, whether with soul friends, your children, or yourself. You build new patterns of love, trust, and belonging. 8. You reclaim your joy. Laughter returns. Creativity flows. You remember who you were before the wound and who you're becoming because of the healing. These are not small things. These are soul shifts. So if you're seeing these signs, even just one, know this: you are healing, and your healing is holy. You made it to the end, and maybe now something inside you feels different, maybe lighter, maybe stronger. You see, healing the mother wound isn't just about fixing the past. It's about liberating your future. It's about choosing to become the version of yourself that was never allowed to fully bloom until now. You are not broken. You were born to transform. You are what your lineage has been waiting for. And every time you choose compassion over criticism, truth over silence, love over fear, the whole web glows a little brighter. I'm so proud of you. I really am. Until next time, keep glowing, keep rising, and remember, healing yourself is how we heal the world.